some summer sipping. I have a lot of options for you today to make enjoying your beverages varied and to make sure that you're getting a lot of different nutrients besides just staying hydrated. So let's start in the produce department. Good old citrus fruit, your oranges, lemons, and limes can be your best friend, not just in enjoying hydration from produce itself, but in flavoring your beverages, especially flavoring ones like a plain seltzer, and just really getting to vary how you want it to taste. They also make really wonderful garnishes, which when we make some simple mocktails, I'll show you. But there is certainly no mistaking why oranges are the fruit you remember when you maybe played soccer when you were younger as what you got in between the halves. And that's because you have your vitamin C, you have your hydration coming from that delicious fruit, and it makes for a really portable and wonderful way to snack and get that hydration. So things like watermelon too, there's a lot of really wonderful fruits in the produce section that can help you get your hydration. So we're going to move on to some delicious drinks that you can find in the produce section. And I have here these naked juices. And what I love about these is you have a lot of variety and you're getting in these some things that you often miss in your regular juices. So for example, I have the protein drink here. So this is going to give you 20 grams of protein along with getting that hydration and your vitamins and nutrients. And why that's important is if you are somebody who maybe feels like juice can spike your blood glucose, when you have protein alongside those sugars that come naturally from fruit and 100% natural fruit juices with no artificial flavors, that's going to help to slow down the absorption of that blood sugar, and it's going to help to keep you fuller longer. So it's kind of like you're getting two things for the price of one by enjoying something like a protein drink. And like I said, Naked has lower sugar options. They have really delicious ones. This has 6 grams of fiber. So often when you're making things like juices, if you are juicing all of the liquid out of a fruit, you're getting the nutrients and vitamins. However, with the juices like this, you're also blending and getting the fruit, so you're getting some fiber as well, which is also going to help to slow down the absorption of that blood glucose. So you're hydrating yourself, getting your vitamins and nutrients, as well as helping to keep your blood sugar nice and stable. All really good things and ways to get that hydration. So I'm going to pop back to my citrus fruits here. And let's go over a couple of cutting techniques. So this is how I like to do wedges. When I worked as a hostess in a restaurant years and years ago, one of my jobs was to cut all of the lemons for the next day. So what I like to do is cut the ends off, and then I like to do a wedge like so. And you get really nice even wedges this way by doing thirds into each of the halves. And then I do a little bit of a cut on the middle, so that way we could put it on our glass just like that. Then you could also just do your classic rings. And similarly, you just always want to make that cut, so that way you have your little garnish. And I love using flavored seltzers to give some fizziness and to give some cutting to your juices and your beverages that have those nutrients, but that 4 ounces is a serving, but you want to have more of that hydration in that liquid. So I'm going to put half of my raspberry lemonade seltzer water in here, and we're going to do a splash of some antioxidant juice. And that is a beautiful mocktail. We're really celebrating all of the nutrients of that juice. Cheers. So let us move on to some of the other things we have to remember when we are hydrating in the summertime. So in the summer, it is hot. So yes, we automatically think about our fluids and putting those back in our body. But when you are sweating, you are also losing electrolytes, the sodiums and potassiums that we lose through sweat, and that create that salty taste. And so it's very, very important to focus on beverages that are going to replace those electrolytes, because similar to dehydration, when you're low in electrolytes, you could end up having some issues similar to the symptoms that you experience with dehydration, like headache and dizziness and nausea. So Pedialyte has these great options, yes, for kids, but also for adults. And they come in really wonderful flavors from a name that you know. So it's not just for kids. It is a wonderful way to store your hydration, get those electrolytes, especially when we have heat like we've been having in the Northeast. You want to make sure you have things like this on your person. And these are really wonderful because they are lower in sugar than some other alternatives. And you can just feel good about those electrolytes you're getting while having some really nice flavors. I love this one because it's the coconut water one. So if you want more of that natural flavor, I actually think this one makes a wonderful over ice kind of beverage. Whoop. There we go. Pop this off. So I'm a big fan of the coconut water with some lime juice. There we go. And I'm just going to take this lime, squeeze it in. And even sometimes after you use that citrus juice, you could still use the lime for the garnish. It's not a big deal. And something as simple as that, half of your lime along with some coconut water can really give you something refreshing. And then I love these Mott's Active. So this is a great option for kids. They're nice and handheld, perfect for little hands, perfect for your kids who are playing sports and who maybe aren't as adventurous with their flavor profile. Something like this they're going to recognize as a good juice, as your applesauce, and they know Mott's. So this Active is perfect for getting them their electrolytes, and it's perfectly their size. I love this because, again, we've got your 100% fruit juice. We've got a simple ingredient sip here. And even if your children aren't playing sports, if they are outside in the summertime, they are losing those electrolytes. So whether you're active, your kids are active, or you're not, you want to make sure that you are relying on beverages like the Pedialyte and the Mott's Active to get those electrolytes that you need and to stay hydrated, not just through the fluids you're consuming, but also through those electrolytes as well. So hopefully you enjoyed these simple ways to get your hydration. Some basic combinations can really brighten up your summer because you will be on those summer sips and feeling nice and cool while you fuel.